Good morning. I am so proud to be here with my colleagues as we talk about smart justice, as we come up with smart solutions to some of these problems. Good morning, my justice warriors. My name is Assemblymember Tina McKinnor, and I am Black, I am a woman, I am progressive, and I am a smart justice warrior. I'm opposed to modifying or repealing Prop 47, and I'm proud to stand here today with the clear message. We must continue our work to end mass incarceration in California, full stop. We must continue to work to end mass incarceration in California. Contrary to the MAGA talking points, California is actually safer today because the voters approved Prop 47. Recidivism is down, unemployment is down, and hope is returning to families that lost it just a generation ago. Now is not the time to reverse the hard work of millions of Californians like you who have seen firsthand that the tough on crime policy of the 1990s didn't make us safer. It broke up families. It left families without a mother or a father. It first forced families into a cycle of poverty. Now is the time to continue our work to make smart changes to the criminal justice system. Smart changes like AB 2833. AB 2833 will ensure that any information shared in the preparation for, in course of, or pursuit to the restorative justice process is confidentially and inadmissible in any further court proceeding. Restorative justice is an essential pillar of making our criminal justice system more fair, just, and equitable. Restorative justice recognizes the trauma of victims and perpetrator of crimes and provides a constructive space for victims to find healing. Healing that will help victims to find peace. Healing that will help victims find forgiveness. Healing that will break the chain of recidivism. My AB 2833 will be heard in the Assembly Public Safety Committee this morning, and I hope you will join me in a few minutes to support this important legislation. Will you join me? Yes. Will you stand with me and support my AB 2833? Yes. Thank you. Now, unfortunately, some members of the legislation have introduced bills this year that will move California backwards in our work for a smarter justice system. What do we do? Well, what do we say to legislation that won't make us safer but will promote mass incarceration? We say no. Once again, what do we say to legislation that won't make us safer but will promote mass incarceration in our state? We say no. Let me give you an example of a bad bill that is currently being considered in the Assembly. Let me start by stating the obvious. Theft is bad. Retail theft is bad. Organized retail theft is bad, and retail theft is already against the law in California. And yet, some of my colleagues have introduced AB 1990, which will not reduce retail theft in California, but it will increase mass incarceration and speculative arrest of Black and brown people. Like I said, retail theft is already a crime in this state. If a law enforcement individual witnesses retail theft, they can arrest that person today. If a security guard or an employee at a store sees someone engaging in retail theft, they can call law enforcement, and that suspect can be arrested today. We don't need AB 1990 because we don't need to empower our security guard partners to be able to do their jobs. If law enforcement does not witness a retail theft but has evidence to support an arrest, either by witness or video evidence, that suspect can be arrested today. If someone steals more than $950 from a retail establishment, law enforcement can arrest and charge that suspect with the felony today. AB 1990 is dangerous because it denies basic constitutional protection for any person suspected of theft. Current law allows law enforcement to make warrantless arrests for misdemeanors relating to domestic violence, violation of a restraining order, or carrying concealed firearm at an airport that did not occur in the officer's presence. Should petty theft be added to this list? No. Under AB 1990, if law enforcement did not witness a crime being committed, they could arbitrarily arrest someone that they simply suspect committed retail theft. This dangerous change would, in plain terms, allow law enforcement to detain and arrest anyone by simply claiming that they had reasonable cause, not even probable cause, a lower undefined standard to arrest that person, and it could be done without a warrant or from a witness or video evidence. And unfortunately, based on public available data on detention and arrest, AB 1990 would disproportionately harm Black and brown communities. Addressing retail theft is going to take all of us to work together. We need all our retail partners. We need all our security guard partners. We need all our law enforcement partners, and we need our state and local partners to work together. Just in the past year, the state invested over $267 million on top of our budget investments to combat retail theft. The $260 million went to cities and counties to hire more law enforcement and to increase patrols and to respond to calls for service. We do not need AB 1990 that would only increase warrantless detentions of Black and brown Californians. We want to give our law enforcement partners a chance to implement a process to crack down on petty theft, period. Now, I don't claim to know everything, you guys, but I do know a few things. I know that you showed up big time today, and that these amazing organizations that are here showed up every day to help make our criminal justice system more fair, more just, and more equitable. I know that we need to support my AB 2833. I know that we need to oppose AB 1990. And I know that the journey is a marathon, not a sprint. So be sure to wear your comfortable shoes, drink lots of water, and fill your heart with love and demand for the justice that all people in California deserve. Thank you.